Well, if you watched the West Virginia versus Cincinnati basketball game tonight, you may be entitled to compensation. Welcome into Chatterbox Bearcats. I'm Nick Niehaus. Hudson Cloudkey joining me tonight. Call 513-400-4203 to leave a voicemail and to collect as well. Cincinnati loses to West Virginia. I don't have the final score up. I don't think it really matters because it was one of the worst games I think I've ever seen in person. Truly terrible offense and absolute choke job down the stretch. Now, Hudson, I'm going to get your initial thoughts, and then we have some audio to play. I feel like we're not going to go through the intricacies of tonight's game, but rather what kind of has transpired in general.
That was so ugly. I feel like a broken record. I've said it so many times. That was an atrocity. I mean, you have a 14-point lead against a West Virginia team that frankly stinks. They are not any good. They have one of the worst offenses. It was 15th worst offense in the Big 12 to 16th worst offense in the Big 12. The two worst in the entire league. You think with a 14-point lead and one of the best defenses, allegedly, according to Mr. Ken Pomeroy, that you'd be able to handle that? We knew what was happening, though. I put in the notes we were up 14. I go, I guarantee you this comes down to the wire. And it didn't even really come down to the wire. We blew the game, man. It's like every time the game gets tight, bad shot after bad shot, bad rotation, no rebounding. You name it, everything goes wrong. What is it? What's martial law? Not martial law. What is the damn – I can't even remember what it is.
If it can go wrong, it will go wrong?
If it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Marshall's – I don't know. I think it is martial law.
Listen, it can't be martial law. That's where the military takes it. Our brains are fried, brother. I've been watching this shit too much.
Murphy's law. Murphy's law.
That's the definition of the Wes Miller era. It's Murphy's law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And I know you got a clip to play because Wes had some words after the game that is it's quite tough to hear.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of the show, you know that we have been the only ones truly calling out Wes Miller for the last year or so. I'm going to speak personally. I take no solace knowing that. Like, I'm not happy doing that. And the post-game comments from Wes kind of explains why. I will play him here.
I'll say this to you guys and to everybody that's listening. Everybody deserves to be frustrated with us and with me. And it ain't okay to me. I'm sorry. It's not okay. There's no excuse. So I'm sorry to people out there. We have to finish games. That's the responsibility of coaching at this program. And I'm really sorry. I promise everybody out there, you deserve to be frustrated, say what you say or whatever. You deserve it. I promise you I'm giving every part of my soul to this thing. And I care deeply about this program. And it ain't okay. So I don't want anybody to think I think it's okay. It's not. And people deserve to be frustrated. Nobody is more frustrated with the results than I am.
That's hard. It's hard to listen to, man. So like you can be the biggest hard ass ever, like kick him out of town, the whole nine. What have you done to my beloved program? I get a little soft when I see a grown man damn near in tears about how frustrated he is. It's really hard to listen to. And he did the same thing. The other clip, I think UC Barstool posted it, where he's like apologizing to the students essentially, or the media, one of the two, saying he's nobody more frustrated. And listen, words aren't going to get you out of this one, but it's pretty sad to see. Like, he's just in it over his head. He really is. He can't figure it out. We knew this was coming, but to hear him damn near in tears, that's where I go, all right, the human element. I'm like, I feel bad for this guy, man. This was his dream job. Like, I think he's respected the program. I don't think it was a Tommy Tuberville situation. The guy tried really hard, but at the end of the day, the results are nowhere close to what this program stands for, and it's a shame.
No, you almost wish he was an asshole, because this is hard to listen to. And like you mentioned the clip, so if you haven't been a new Fifth Third, you can like see the players and the coaches walk into the locker room from the tunnel from the court. And he like stopped, looked at the fans and said like, I know this is unacceptable. And he also said like, I'm a human too. And I get that this is bad. And again, like it makes you feel bad. Like I actually genuinely feel bad for the guy. And I'm smiling, not because I like it, this is just terrible. This is terrible. I feel bad for Wes. Like, and I shouldn't. He's doing a great job. Like he did a great job in terms of coming in, fundraising, and being like a great politician, a great salesman to the fan base. And he's doing great right now in terms of like understanding that this is unacceptable. And I think this is a guy that sees the writing on the wall and knows what's about to happen after the season. And I don't think there's anybody that like genuinely hates the person that Wes Miller is. And if you do, like, I'd love to know why, because he seems like a great guy, a nice guy. It just didn't work out results wise. And this is like the tipping point. And honestly, it's tough to hear those words. It really is. You have to be a cold-hearted son of a bitch to hear those words and be like, you know what? Screw that guy. Because it really genuinely is hard to listen to.
You do. Maybe he's just not cut from the right cloth. He's not cut out for this type of a job, this much pressure. Maybe a UNCG, where Greensboro, wherever the hell he was from, is a better fit for him. But it is really tough to hear because a lot of people get pissed at him just apologizing and saying, you know, this is unacceptable. This isn't, you know, the standard that's set at this university. That's what I want to hear. Like, he knows it. It's not like he's doing this thing. Granted, he did do a couple of times like that. Just shows how good of a team we are. That pissed me off. But imagine after every single work day that you clock out, every single day, you have to go and apologize to all your coworkers. Every one of them. Just say, listen, I'm really sorry about what transpired. I know it's unacceptable, but I keep shitting the bed. And I'm going to continue to do so until that buyout kicks in and John Cunningham kicks me out the door. But I really do think, and maybe it was hyperbolic earlier in the season to say, hey, just resign, negotiate that buyout down to $4.6 million or $4.7 million after March 31st. Let's get it going, man. I don't think it's good for anybody for Wes Miller to continue to coach this team. It really isn't. I think it makes sense on all sides. I think he wants out. He knows he's out. Why not speed the process up? Let him figure out whatever job that he's going to get. I know Lily mentioned Boston College last episode, which blew my mind. No power team in the country is picking up Wes Miller. I'm sorry. This offense is an abomination. We're 228th in the nation in offensive efficiency, man. That's damn near impossible to do.
It's pretty terrible. And the comments are flourishing in. And Eric says that's the trap. He wants you to feel bad for him. Sad, but he makes a lot of money and he can go back to the mid-majors where he flourishes, just not here. I get it. Like we're feeling bad for a guy who's about to get paid millions of dollars to get fired. It's just different when it's your team and it's like out publicly facing. And like, can you imagine like going into work, like you mentioned, apologizing to people at work? Not only that, Hudson, everybody at work sees you publicly, like millions of people. There's going to be millions of people who understood that Wes Miller failed here in the college basketball world. That's just tough. It's like, you know, it's when he's like, I'm a human too. I'm like, that's.
Do you think
tough.
He'd rather just still be at UNCG, regardless, just the money? Like, I don't even know if he cares, like, to be publicly embarrassed. He's still super young. That's the other part to it as well. A lot of the older guys, they kind of get out the door, they get their money, they're gone. This guy, I don't think it's an act. Otherwise, we may see him in like the next Top Gun movie because he's doing a hell of a job.
He's great. Honestly, this is going to sound crazy and people might think I'm an idiot, but like looking back, I still don't think it was a bad hire. I still think like this guy is somebody who probably swooned the AD. He swooned the donors. It's year 5. We haven't done anything. And he raised $10 million for a roster. He's probably going to be a decent coach at a lower level. And I don't know.
It's funny because I agree with you. I don't think it was a swing for sure. It was a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
But nobody at the time was pissed off about the hire. You can look at hindsight. Obviously, it was the wrong guy. But at the time, super young guy, energetic, gets it, gets the players, he's a player's coach, which I guess turns out is not a great idea. Because I don't know if these players truly respect him as a head coach. But no, I don't think it was a swing and a miss on a young guy that you thought was up and coming. He won a lot of basketball games at a lower conference. The Scott Satterfield hire was the one that I was more upset about, and neither of them looked to be any good, but the Scott Satterfield hire turned out to be better. At least we're competitive to a degree. I mean, we're a really bad basketball team throughout the entire Wes Miller tenure.
Yeah, Hudson, like what else do we say about this? Like it's so far gone that you just have to wish away the next 5 weeks and be okay with losing each and every game. Like, do you think there's anybody out there who is upset after this game with a loss? Like everybody's just like, yeah, I mean, there's going to be another loss. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is in 5 weeks, we're going to have a new coach.
It's really irrelevant. It's just getting cardio in. It's us getting our reps in on a podcast, essentially.
Yeah.
Because, this means absolutely nothing. I had a note in here, actually. I go, wait a minute, is home court advantage kind of back? We've won a few in a row, and we were up 14 at home. We haven't done that in the West tenure at all, and he finally won a couple of games and actually got a big win against Iowa State. That is shocking that we won that game. I still can't believe it because this team is dead in the water, man. Halveen, I thought Wes might come out and say, well, we're out. Moustapha was out. We were shorthanded. I thought he was going to go that route for a second. I'm glad he didn't. One fun fact, or maybe a fun fact, would Halveen be the first player in college basketball history to foul out in the first half? Because he almost did.
I honestly, I was at the game. I couldn't even tell you what happened, Hudson. Like, it was so bad. The first half, 30-20. Like, I mean, how I mentioned off the rip is you are entitled to compensation if you watch this game. It was that bad. It was 30-20 at halftime. But with that being said, how many fouls did Halveen have? I don't even know.
He fouled out early in the second half, but he had 4 in the first half. I was just astonished. I'm like, this guy's going to foul out in the first half. I mean, this team, just clear house, man. I know you guys wanted to keep Tillery, McKinley, whatever. I don't even know. Just
doesn't matter.
We need a whole new identity. None of this matters. We're living in a simulation. It is what it is.
Yeah. Do you have the box score up? Can we go through that if we want to talk about the actual game?
So I don't even know if we mentioned it. We lost 59-54. UC held a 14-point lead in the second half and proceeded to, I think, give up a 16-0 run, which changed things. Honor Huff was locked the hell down. I think he had 2 points in the first half. Day Thomas did an amazing job. He got hot as he always does.
Mm-hmm.
He finished with 17, 3 of 8 from 3, 5 of 11 from the field, 6 assists. So Honor Huff, no surprise, was their best player. Baba Miller for the Cats, 15 points, 5 of 9, 9 boards. McKinley, 1 point, 21 minutes. Jizzle James, 21 points, 8 of 17, had 5 of 7 from 3. He's really the only guy keeping us in this thing. Day Thomas had 9, 4 of 10. Celestine, 10, 4 of 14. Had a double-double somehow. 10 boards. And then we got absolutely nothing from the bench. Sincere Harris had 3 points. That's
my God. Also, we had 24 points in the second half to their 39. Because they only had 20 points in the first half. It's just an ugly game, man. Like, I don't even truly know what to talk about. I'm kind of shocked Baba Miller only had 2 turnovers. I feel like he had a bunch of errant passes in the second half that were just absolutely crazy. Jizzle started off hot, 10 points. I guess he ended with 21. Here's the thing is he probably finished scoring. It's hard to just go back because I was trying to black out in terms of just watching this game. But he had 10 points. Then he went absolutely cold for the next 25 minutes. And I'm sure he scored at the end there. I don't know, Hudson. Like, what do you even talk about?
Our last 2 games, we scored 54 points in each of them. Barely eclipsed 100 points in 2 games of basketball.
Michigan, who we beat.
Michigan, don't forget, I tweeted that out. Don't forget about that Michigan game, dude. That's when, That was the greatest. That was the peak of the season, was the first exhibition game of this season against the Michigan Wolverines, who are an absolute wagon. We put up 100. Shauna Baev looked like a lottery pick. I was hugging your dad crying at that point. It was an electric factory just for one game. Then we lost to, I don't even remember. We played another scrimmage, lost by 100. Arkansas. And that's when we probably knew that maybe the season wasn't going to be what that first game showed us. But 54 points in 2 straight games is a D1 college basketball team, let alone $11 million roster, let alone a Big 12 school that was picked to finish in the middle of the pack, which would be hovering around the tournament. The offense, it's not even like we're getting good looks at all. I mean, it turns into an and one mixtape tour with Day Thomas and Jizzle James at the end of a shot clock. Every single possession. Every shot is hard. If we do have an open look, we miss it. We make the wrong reads. We turn the ball over at the wrong time. We do everything that's wrong. Somebody commented when I was trying to figure out what Murphy's Law was. They changed it to Miller's Law. It's Wes Miller's Law. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Don't be mean to Wes Miller. Don't be mean. It's over. It's so over. Should we get into the voicemails? I feel like we have a ton of voicemails.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just respond to the voicemails. I don't know what – I mean, I saw it in person, but, like, I don't know what to talk about with this game.
This show is a voice for the fans. Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get into it. All right, here we go.
Hey, guys. It's John from Louisville calling in for the nightly therapy session after a loss. Just another example of Wes not knowing what he's doing. We choke away a 14-point lead in the second half, and instead of calling a timeout, he just sits there with his hands under his armpits looking lost, continues to let Baba catch the ball at the three-point line and let the rest of the team settle for fadeaway jumpers, and the same Day layups getting blocked, Jizzle taking bad shots, mid-range shots. The guy just does not have a clue, and I almost feel bad for him because I truly think he is just in a class probably 2 or 3 steps below the Big 12, and he's just been out-coached. He has the players, but he just doesn't know what he's doing, and I am so ready for this nightmare to be over. Been the worst 5-year stretch in my fandom, but appreciate you guys keeping on. Gives us something to at least talk about, and again, some therapy. So thanks again.
Yeah, we are. We're still here. Hudson, kind of a funny story. I heard him say Baba Miller at the 3-point line. So I'm standing at Fifth Third Arena, and every time Baba got the ball and pump faked at the 3-point line, I screamed no. And this lady in front of me kept turning around every time I would yell. And I'm like, I would have to like turn around to my friend and be like, oh my God, she thinks I'm crazy. But every time Baba gets the ball, he pump fakes around the 3-point line. It's like, who are you trying to fool? You shoot 8% from 3. Like you're scaring us, buddy. You're scaring us.
Honestly, it's crazy. He's shooting, I think after this, the numbers come through for this last game, he's shooting like 7% from 3. Oh. How does that even happen? I mean, the guy's a career over 30% 3-point shooter, comes here. He can only make, 7 out of 100 of them. And he almost drained a step back 3 from like 4 feet beyond the arc, in and out. Probably the best shot that he's taken from that distance in the entire season. And yeah, we've been talking about this all. Obviously, to scheme him open in the post is probably more difficult, but he can't get by his guy at all. If there's any knock on Baba Miller, he's been our best player, and it's not even close, is he cannot create his own shot at the perimeter. And that's not really, a knock on him. He's 6'11". He doesn't really need to do that, but that's how a lot of our offense starts. Baba Miller at the 3-point line. What are we doing?
I don't know. The people are clamoring for Max from Cleveland. Well, here you go.
What's going on, guys? Max from Cleveland here. Thank God I wasn't at that shit show of a performance. I'm driving back to my hometown, Avon, Ohio. It's easy, again, to complain about the coaches. And Lily, I love you, but I don't understand how you like John Cunningham at all. He hired these coaches. He hired Scott Satterfield, who should not have his job today. He hired Wes Miller, who should not have his goddamn job today. He should not have his goddamn job tomorrow, but for some reason we just say, oh, that doesn't happen in college basketball. Who gives a shit? He doesn't deserve to be the coach of this program. John Satterfield does not deserve to be the coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats football program. And who hired them? John Cunningham does not deserve to be an athletic director of any program, let alone one with the history of Cincinnati. And Lily, like I said, if you're on this, I love you. You work your ass off for this program. John Cunningham is a loser and an absolute loser. Sorry, I stuttered there. I'm pissed off. John Cunningham sucks and has ruined Cincinnati athletics. Jeez.
Lily just texted us. He said, Max just cooked me. LMAO. And yeah, I think he did. I mean, what do we even say? The fact that they broke Max down, who after the first game of the Big 12 or first couple games is like, I still see 12 wins. And now he's just calling everybody losers. It's like we have broken him down.
My headphones, like sometimes when calls come through, maybe just because he was screaming into the phone, I felt the passion. I couldn't hear anything he said. I heard John Cunningham, but I think I know why he's so pissed off. He just got officially eliminated from the 12-win Big 12 take.
No.
Yep. We are out of games to get to 12, Max, and I apologize. The max we can win, no pun intended, is 11. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Tough to be eliminated on February 5th from the take of 12 wins, man. That's tough. It's brutal.
We've had our share of bad takes, trust me. And Max, I love you, buddy. Keep calling in, but that was a bad take. You know what? It happens. It happens. We can make a compilation of the bad takes we've had on this show. But you know what? It's okay, Max. Have a safe drive, buddy. That's all I gotta say. Please get home safe.
Pull over.
Yeah, pull over. Yeah. Ugh. All right. Next one.
This is Chuck Walter from the catacombs of Zips Cafe in Mount Lookout Square. What the fuck, fellas? I mean, I am so sick of this. First of all, Lily had to text me at halftime that there was a game tonight. That's how invested I am in this program. So I turned it on, and the Cats were up a lot. We were cruising. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get to celebrate a victory. Maybe I'll actually pop onto the postgame show tonight because it'll be fun. No. Somehow, those 10 dudes in vests and matching Jordans on the bench schemed up one of the greatest coaching debacles you will ever see down the stretch. Scouting report on Hunter Huff after we saw him game one in Morgantown. I mean, what are we doing, fellas? What are we doing? How is this guy not going to resign? How is this athletic director not going to fire him? It's embarrassing. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's lunacy. I don't know what to say, fellas. I mean, they got things rolling up in Oxford, Ohio, and the frickin' place is burning down in Cincinnati. Our Cats' heads are falling off. I've had it. Who do I need to Venmo $5? 10? How many do I need to Venmo to get this frickin' thing started? The buyout fund. All right, I'm ranting and raving. Not raving. I wish I was raving instead of watching that game. God bless. Go Cats.
I'm honestly proud of Chuck for like watching and calling in because he has been so out on this considering how bad we've been and how much he hates Wes Miller. And you know what? If Chuck was on this show and we played that Wes Miller audio, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear what he would have to say with that Wes Miller post-game radio show.
I mean, Chuck, you're going to have to put more than $5 or $10 into the pot, brother. The buyout's $11 million if we fired him today. And I think there's actually a real chance that we do see the next couple of days that he steps down. I don't think that it's out of the realm of possibility anymore. I know Lily mentioned he's got a good relationship with Cunningham, but at some point you just have to save face from a program standpoint. And clearly it's done. Like, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Let's move on. Let's go our separate ways. Like, I just don't see any reason why you wouldn't go ahead and do that. And I think he'd be happy to take $4.7 million and walk out the door.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple more. We're going to keep chugging with. This is the most voicemails we've ever had. People are pissed. And it's not Wes Miller.
Hey guys, this is Zach Taylor Truther calling in. I don't know if you guys heard the post-game conference today with Wes, but with Dan on 700 WW. The guy was profusely apologizing for the effort and how we've been losing tonight. It almost seemed like he was crying. He really felt bad. So, I was going to say, I know everyone's mad at Wes, but, this guy really does love and care about the program. I know he's about to get fired here at the end of the year, but maybe take it easy on him tonight and the rest of the season. But that's all I got. Go Bishop Ball, starting up here soon, so let's get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said off the top of the show. Two things can be true. You can absolutely need him to get fired, in which he will be. He's going to be fired. And the other thing that can be true is you can feel bad for the guy. I don't know. Should I feel bad? He's going to get paid an insane amount of money to get fired.
I'm not in the camp where I don't feel bad for people that are rich. I'm like, they're still, you can still get sad if you're loaded. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of people way worse off than Wes Miller, okay, including everyone on this show. He's going to be just fine. Yeah. But you still feel a little bad for the guy. Again, it hits the feels, and if people claim that he's gaslighting us, for what? For what? Why would he doesn't even care. He knows he's done. I think he's ashamed of himself. And, I mean, granted, the proof's in the pudding. It's a shame what we've seen over and over again. But like you said, I think the crowd even felt it, even when they were up like 14. From TV, at least, it didn't feel like anyone was really engaged in that basketball game. You kind of knew what was coming. You knew it was going to be close. And Groundhog's Day keeps happening. We see it over and over again. He cannot close close games in any fashion. I mean, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And we see it every single game. It's almost insane. Like, we could probably take this exact verbiage that I'm using and go back to the last, 7 shows. And it's the same exact thing. It's insane. I feel like I'm in crazy town, dude. God, this guy's killing me.
Groundhog's Day, Hudson. It was on Monday. It might as well be today. Groundhog's Day. Miller's Law, Hudson. All right, we got one more voicemail.
Hey, boys. This is Will Benson's #1 fan calling in. I said it to you at the beginning of the game, Niehaus. You know who this is. Felt terrible for Wes getting booed once again when they took the court. Especially feel bad for the guy after, obviously, like y'all said, being in tears after the game. The question I want y'all to answer is, where does he go from now? After the Iowa State win, you kind of felt like his career was resurrected a little bit. Not so much the feeling anymore. So what do you think happens to him? Thanks, boys. Go Cats.
That's my buddy right there who I go to the games with. And every single time Wes gets booed, we're like, God, please stop. This is so sad. This is so sad.
I mean, dude, how has this happened where we've somehow gotten in a situation where it's gotten so bad that it's like 180'd on itself to now where we actually feel bad? It's such a wild situation going on that it's gotten that bad to where now we actually feel bad for the guy. And I do. And at least we're not alone. Everybody's not a hard ass on the internet, I guess, because we got some people that are like, you know what, man, this guy's trying. He's in over his head. He's a 16-year-old that got handed the keys to a Lamborghini and shouldn't have had his license.
Where does he go from now is the question that he posed. Is UNC Wilmington's coach going to make a jump? Because I think he's kind of a hot name right now, and I don't know his name. I would have to look it up, but I know he has a hot name. And I feel like UNC Wilmington, anywhere East Coast where you can go back to the mid-major level. I don't think he's a low-major coach. I mean, UNCG was in the depths of hell, and he took them to the tournament. There's some to be said there. People say he's an Isaiah Miller. That is his name, right? Isaiah Miller merchant. Still recruited Isaiah Miller. He still did it. So, Mike Jones is not his name. That's what the comments are saying. Mike Jones is name. It's like Sakala or something. And that's not the Gino Suarez thing. It's something like that. But anyway, I don't know, Hudson. What else you got to say? I just we've done this show so many times.
Yeah, I don't have much to say, man. It's a frustrating season. I actually got a little nervous for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Is Wes going to rattle off? Because you got UCF at home, then at Kansas State, and then Utah at home. I'm like, now every game is losable is the better way to put it. But I was like, I mean, you could rattle off a few Big 12 wins right there. And then all of a sudden Max is calling in a little bit more, saying maybe that 12 is getting there. But, yeah, it's dead and gone. At this point, just have fun with the season. Root for the players, man, like a Day Thomas. You're not going to see any of these guys in a Bearcat uniform, if I had to guess, ever again. And maybe just root for Bob Miller to, pad some stats and get drafted in the NBA so we can have a guy in the league. That's all I really got for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so there was a comment earlier that said, at what point do you blame the players and not the coach? And I think I was saying that last year when I thought the players had quit on him. The issue is in today's college basketball, you have a new team seemingly every single year. We've had 5 brand new teams, and it hasn't worked yet. Like, there was 2 years, you can say there was a ton of continuity because that's what we preached. Ton of continuity. We're going to be back. We're going to be good because of it. Didn't work out. Brand new team still isn't working. So I think at that point, you can't blame the players. You blame the coach.
No, there's one common denominator, and he also puts together the roster. So let's remember that. He had Corey Evans this year apparently helping. I don't know how much he had to do with the roster. There's one guy, and it's Wes Miller. We've seen it 5 straight years, and he's tried a couple of different methods. Like you said, he tried bringing everybody back. We sucked. Tried changing up the entire roster. We sucked. There's not much you can do, man. This team isn't good. He's not a good basketball coach right now at this level. Maybe he'll figure it out somewhere else. But what we've seen has been an abomination. Truly. Actually, I was wondering, Niels, NBA trade deadline happened today. Saw a bunch of moves. Do you think, I was like, what if we could package, Buck Harris and Celestine or something to get like a guard in here? I don't think it's that crazy of a possibility in 5 years since this is pro ball where they start trading college players.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I would love that. That'd be hilarious. What would you, what kind of package would you trade here? I like that brings up I'm not prepared enough to
be there.
Yeah.
Then I feel bad. You start putting, college kids in the trade machine. You're like, well, based on salary, we'd have to throw in, Lucas Atari. But of course he, where was he? Is he on the roster? We don't know. We could have used him tonight too. Shit.
Yeah, he would have. Hear me out. If Lucas Atari was on this roster and played tonight, we're winning this game. We're winning.
If I'm West, that's what I say. That's what I say at the post presser. I just go, listen, Lucas Atari. We kind of had our team built around Lucas Atari. He got hurt, didn't get a waiver. The season, went on its head. It's not my fault.
All right, I kind of want to discuss the game a little bit more. I'm looking at the box score. Eagle staff, who was supposed to be their second best player, had 3 points. He shot terribly. 1 of 8 from the floor. Laureate, who we were worried about in the first game, who didn't do anything, scored 14. Honor Huff scored 17. What a gross box score from West Virginia, who won.
Yeah, I mean, West Virginia is kind of a similar team
terrible
to us. They're similar. They're slow as hell. One of the slowest paces in the country. Have a really good defense, not a great offense. The difference is they have Honor Huff and we don't. And they're 15-8 and 6-4 in the Big 12. But they're not that much better than us. I really don't think that. And I actually think, maybe a hot take is Big 12. We're usually a little biased on the conference. I think the middle of the pack Big 12 is very, very average.
Yeah.
I think it's super, super top heavy. And to be 3-7 in this conference with the losses that we have is truly mind boggling and shouldn't happen. I think a decent team can be like a West Virginia. They're 6-4. They have a very good chance of making the NCAA tournament. And I don't think they're a good team. No. And kudos to Mountaineer Paul. My sisters went to West Virginia. They play hard, man. And they got a stud in Honor Huff, and Eagle staff can hit some threes too. So, I mean, hey, they're better than UC. I'll give them that.
One thing we have to talk about, the attendance, 10,215. This is a premier job. Absolutely. There's no question about it. We have to pray. I need everybody to manifest this every day and night, that there's no random job openings that is better than Cincinnati. Because right now we are the best job that will be available. You got Providence, who thinks they're going to fire their head coach. You got Syracuse, who thinks they're going to fire their head coach. We are better jobs than both. Did you see the picture of the Syracuse attendance on a Saturday? We're talking about a Thursday night of two terrible teams, Cincinnati and West Virginia, something that doesn't move the needle, and we're almost damn near packing the arena. You have $10 million roster on year 5 of a coach who was dead. This is a good job, and we should be big game hunting this offseason. And that's Josh Schertz. That's Jared Calhoun. I just need everybody to manifest it with me. No random openings. No random openings.
Don't let Tom Izzo go out in the sunset and like have a sweet run in the tournament. That's my biggest fear, because I don't think Diebler's getting fired at Ohio State. I don't even think it's close with Providence and Syracuse. I think UC is head and shoulders a better job than both of those. Over under though, Niehaus, UCF at home, Super Bowl Sunday, over under 7,000 fans. It's got to be under, right?
It's got to be under. I think I might go. But I'm a sicko. I'm a sicko. Yeah. Might have to.
Beer sales got to go up, right? I would love to see, like, if they have like an inverse line chart of, how shitty the team is, how much people are drinking, and vice versa. It's got to be going up. If you're there, you got to be drinking.
Well, this is something that I have not discussed on the podcast, but I have in private quarters, and that's the happy hour. The happy hour has been an absolute joke the last 2 years, but give John Cunningham some credit. The happy hour is now up to tip. It used to be 30 minutes before tip in little sippy cups. They used to give you $5 beers in little sippy cups. And now you get it to tip. And at $10 gets you a, 18-ounce beer, 16-ounce.
So they were doing like the old college, 50-cent beers, but it's actually like a literal
$5.
Shot glass.
Literally, yeah, it was so small. It was the biggest joke ever. And it ended 30 minutes before the game. And I think we sucked so bad that he's like, you know what, we need to call an audible. We need to call an audible and
what
go
can fix this?
A tip.
More booze. More booze.
More booze, which led to more booze at the starting lineup. I mean, literally. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Final thoughts before we go, because I think I'm tapped out.
Nothing, man. Nothing. I always say nothing, and then I say like a full sentence. We're going to be here watching the show. I appreciate everybody joining. Like and subscribe. It helps us. Trying to grow the show when we keep losing basketball games is really difficult, but you guys make it fun. Keep dropping the voicemails. Cleveland from Max, we're praying for you, brother. We are praying for you. But, yeah, like and subscribe. Keep watching. We'll be doing the show, rain or shine, brother. And we've seen a lot of rain. There will be sunshine at some point. I promise you. It's just not going to be this year.
Shout out the listeners. We got 400 right now across all social platforms live listening to us. Thank you so much. Like he said, like and subscribe. Road to 1K subscribers on our Bearcat-specific YouTube channel. Road to 1K. I think we finally got above 700. So please, if you're a new listener, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's where you'll find all of the Bearcat content that we do. That's it. Bearcats lose 59-54 to West Virginia, and maybe one of the grossest games you will ever see in your entire life, and you can book that. Shout out Martino's. I don't think we said that off the rip. Martino's our proud sponsor, our presenting sponsor. You probably had to go to Martino's after this game just to get the bad taste out of your mouth. Thank you, Martino's, for sponsoring us. We'll see you next time. Like and subscribe, like we said. Thanks, everybody. See ya.